What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the UK's best seaside towns. You know, it took me a while to realize because the UK is, in fact, an island, there's a lot of opportunity for people to live by the water. For some reason, when I picture the UK in my mind, I really don't think of beaches and seaside towns all that much. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because a couple of the big popular cities in the UK are not by the ocean or by the sea, that I haven't really pictured it that way. So today, I'm really excited to check out some beautiful parts of the UK that are by the sea that I've never seen before. So, with that being said, let's take a look.
We present to you the 10 best seaside towns in the UK.
Okay.
Please note that most of these best towns in the UK have at one time or the other been the best in England.
Oh,
10.
Okay.
Swanage, Dorset, England.
Swanage, Dorset, England? What? Why is it 3 names? Is it the town of Swanage? What's Dorset? Like the area? And then it's all in England. Anyway, you better believe I've never heard of Swanage before. This is what I'm talking about. Like a nice little town built by the sea. Look at this. This is exactly what I was hoping to see. This is beautiful.
The 10th place we'll consider as one of the best seaside towns in the UK is Swanage in southwest of England.
Wow.
The town has been a popular seaside resort since Victorian times. Up till now,
Look at all this. Look at all the people out on their boats. There's a little beach, but there's some hills in the background. This really looks like a beautiful place to live. What the heck?
families have continued to enjoy its calm, shallow beach. This seaside is also one of the 10 best seaside resorts in the UK.
Oh, really? It's a seaside resort. Does that mean this gets like a lot of tourism? Maybe. The people in the UK, are you familiar with Swanage as like this popular destination resort in England? Because, again, I don't know if Americans ever really go here because we've never heard of this place before. Maybe people in the UK kind of like it that way. Maybe you're like, no, don't spread the word about Swanage to the rest of the Americans. This is our hidden gem. It's like, no, everyone to Swanage. But it does look nice.
Panoramic views, the seaside resort offers relaxing, luxurious holidays in self-catering accommodation in caravans and luxury hot tub lodges.
Okay.
If you want to own a holiday home, they're available here with unrivaled views across the bay. The town is about 1 kilometre from the leisurely beautiful Swanage Railway.
Wow.
Its proximity to this and other parks, beaches and castles makes it a good choice.
Wow, this looks incredible. Again, like, do people... Is this a resort, like a destination location? I'm sure there's people who actually live here, grow up and live here, but they make it seem like it's this amazing sort of destination tourist vacation spot.
9. St David's, Pembrokeshire, Wales.
Oh, wow.
Stepping out of England, we find a small city and community in Pembrokeshire known as St David's.
Wow.
It is the smallest location in...
Wow. Yeah, I probably know the least about Wales out of all the countries in the United Kingdom. A lot of Americans don't even know that Wales is part of the UK. No offense to Wales, but, sometimes we know a thing or two about England or talk about England. Not really so much Wales, so I'm glad they're highlighting a town in Wales, because this looks amazing. Look at these, like, cliffs and stuff. I don't see any buildings, though. This is supposed to be a town, right?
The whole of the United Kingdom with city status. With its stunning coastal scenery unmatched in Pembrokeshire, it's also the smallest urban area by local authority boundary.
Wow.
One of the reasons for its inclusion on this list is its ability to blend its sacred status with its national park.
Okay.
St. David's has a relaxed and vibrant atmosphere as you see surf shops, outdoor adventure centres, holiday cottages and hotels in the shadow of its cathedral.
Oh my god, look at all these amazing old buildings. That is one of the coolest things about the UK. And I'll tell you what, when us Americans, when we visualize, when we picture the UK, we don't think of like surfing and beaches. And I don't know why. Again, I had to like stop and think and be like, wait, the UK is like islands. So there's probably a bunch of beaches and like seaside towns. Why have I never seen any before? I don't know. But so this is good.
Outdoor adventure centres, holiday cottages and hotels in the shadow of its cathedral.
Wow.
8. Southwold, England.
Southwold, England. Yeah, apparently there's just a bunch of places in the UK that I've literally never heard of. Southwold?
When this town was found in the 9th position on the list of the most popular seaside destinations, we knew that it would be among the 10 best seaside towns in the UK. Now it is the number 8 on this list. All year round,
This seems nice. These towns seem so nice so far. They just seem like peaceful, calm. I can only imagine getting to live by a beach or live by the ocean, or that'd be amazing. It's kind of nice seeing these like sort of low-key towns, sometimes with like this cool architecture, and this is nice.
Southwold remains a tourist attraction thanks to its dramatic coastline and beautiful architecture. Its cosy
yes.
pub lunches and walks along its beach are charming. As you walk along its pier, you
Wow.
will see
Look at this pier. Look how long this beach is. And there's barely anybody on the beach. Like if you live in Southwold, England, you almost have like a private beach.
spectacular views as you check in and out of many independent shops.
Wow.
You would love the charming seaside resort of Southwold. Though it's almost an island,
Oh,
its
wow.
sandy beach and hut-lined promenade offer a wonderful environment for holidaymakers and weekenders.
So nice.
7. Filey, North Yorkshire, England.
Okay.
Ironically to some, Filey, which is a town in the borough of Scarborough, considered unpopular by some people, is one of the 10 best seaside towns in the UK.
Considered unpopular. Why would this be unpopular? Look at all the people hanging out on the beach. This is an interesting shaped beach, kind of like cupped around by this hillside. This looks so nice.
Truly, this beautiful seaside destination in North Yorkshire deserves a slot here as one of the most popular in the UK.
Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. Just look at it for a second. Wow.
It used to be a fishing village before developing into a popular resort with a very large beach that is playing a remarkable role in popularising it. It is quieter than most of its neighbours and most of the other coastal towns. This is because it has enough accommodations, seats and transportation. There is no need.
Wow. This is so cool. Man, I really didn't realize how many seaside towns. There must be towns all along the coast of the UK, right? Like, this is so nice. And it seems like a lot of these places are on this list are popular resorts, or do people in the UK, if you're like going on a little vacation or holiday or a day trip, you can just kind of like make your way to one of these nice little seaside towns and relax. Is that something that people in the UK do?
Need for any rush here. You can just go there and enjoy your peace.
Because in the United States here, of course, we have coast on the east and west of the United States, but depending on where you live, you could be like 10 hours away from the coast, from the seaside of the United States. But I feel like in the UK, like at most, you're just a few hours from the coast. Isn't that right?
6. Rye, England.
Oh, wow, look at these buildings. They're covered with foliage. That's really cool. That's really something you don't see in America. When there's like plants growing on the side of the house. I don't know how you do that or if it's practical, but my God, if it doesn't look good.
Rye is a small town and civil parish in the Rother district in East Sussex in England.
Okay.
This seaside town is at the confluence of the rivers Rother, Tillingham and Brede.
Okay.
As an important member of the Cinque Ports Confederation in medieval times and the head of an embayment of the English Channel, Rye is almost entirely surrounded by the sea.
Wow. How does that work? This is Rye, England. How is there a part of England, inside of England, that's almost completely surrounded by the sea? Apparently there's several rivers going through here. This looks like such a lovely town, but looking at this picture, I would have thought this is in the middle of the English countryside or something. This is surrounded by the sea?
As one of the most popular seaside destinations in East Sussex in England and the entire UK, Rye is a
Wow.
half-timbered town with an array of unique shops.
Oh,
The
wow.
beautifully preserved ancient harbour town is popular with artists, writers and holidaymakers.
This is so cool. This is so cool. I've seen this style before, I think, in England, maybe in another video, with like these narrow streets going up and down a hill, the cobblestone roads with all the buildings that are attached to each other. This is so cool. This is really like British style. Like you don't see this here.
Its cobbled streets, historical buildings and attractive independent shops make it easy to keep wandering the streets for several hours.
Wow.
5. North Berwick, Scotland.
Ah, Scotland. Okay, look at this. Oh my gosh. Man, this makes the ocean. Or what body of water is this that we're looking at? Because there's land in the distance. What is that land in the very far distance? I don't know. Anyway, North Berwick. Never heard of it.
The 5th of the 10 best seaside towns in the UK is the Scottish town of North Berwick on the
Wow, Berwick. Berwick. North Berwick. No, Berwick? Is that how you say it? Look at this cool little hill? Mountain? Small mountain or a big hill? I don't know. But look at the buildings under it. This is a super cool town.
south shore of the Firth of Forth. North Berwick rose to prominence as a fashionable holiday resort more than 200 years ago because of its sandy
Wow.
beaches.
Wow.
They are still as influential and attractive
Oh my gosh, the beaches here these beaches are very, very close to the houses. It's like the town has gotten crept up so close to the beach. It's like 50 feet from the water.
and attractive today. North Berwick is home to the best designs of a mix of shops, cafes and bars, not to mention world-renowned golf courses.
Cool.
At North Berwick, you can have authentic seafood that polite and courteous staff can even bring for you straight from the boats.
Okay.
Different species of birds can be found in this place.
Okay.
4. Abereron, Wales.
Back in Wales, Abereron. Oh, this looks nice. It's cool when some of these seaside communities seem to have like a big boating culture and like a dock and like a marina. That's cool.
Let us get back to Wales to see the 4th best seaside town in the UK. It is the
Okay.
town of Abereron in Ceredigion. This quiet Welsh harbour community is 5th on our list of the 10 best seaside tourist towns in the UK.
So nice.
Its catching scenery has severally earned its 5 stars. The scenes of houses painted in pastel colours are
I was just about to say, look at the color of these houses. Is that on purpose? Just to look cool? Because I'm okay with it. This is like out of a fiction, a book or something.
among these. For its peace and quietness, the town has also got a 4-star rating in many instances.
Really? A lot of these places look peaceful and quiet. But then they say like, oh, this is a very popular resort. And that makes me a little worried. Like maybe the experience is tarnished a little by tourists and whatever. They're still nice. But they point out specifically that Abereron, very peaceful. With maybe you can have a boat.
All these are like jewels adorning this place to call home away from home, where you can mooch around the town.
Okay.
3. St Andrews, Scotland.
Okay.
The second Scottish town to be found on the list of the 10 best seaside towns in the UK is St Andrews in the Fife area. Talking about its popularity as a seaside destination in the UK, it's currently the 4th most popular.
Okay.
And if you're looking at the population, St Andrews is the 4th largest settlement in...
There's just randomly like a castle. Like only in the UK do they show pictures of these towns and there's just randomly like a castle. Like, oh yeah, that's totally normal. I guess in the UK it is, but there seems to be a lot of really cool older architecture in a lot of these towns, actually.
Fife. In the whole of Scotland, it's the 45th most populous.
Okay.
Anytime St Andrews features are on the table, it's being the home of golf can't take the back seat. As a tourist attraction, it gets 5 stars, and for shopping options, we give it 4 stars.
St. Andrews? I almost want to say, like, I've heard of a golf tournament there. Could that be correct? Is this like a big golfing destination? Maybe I've heard the name before. I don't know for sure.
Summing all of these together, it should be found on this list, and indeed it's the third.
Yeah.
2. Tynemouth, England.
Tynemouth, England. All right, we're at number 2 now, almost to the end of this. Is this the town? there's one building.
Tynemouth in Northumberland is the second best seaside town in the UK.
Okay.
This large coastal town in the metropolitan borough of North Tyneside has almost the same ranking and score as Dartmouth, which is the best on this list.
Oh, this is cool. It's got like a beach and then like a raised part. Is that more golf in the background? There's a lot of golf at these places. This looks like a beautiful town, especially in this picture here. This looks nice.
It has been awarded 5 stars for its beach and 4 stars for scenery.
Oh, wow.
Also, the quality...
Look at this little lighthouse. What a long dock. Or pier. What is a pier, technically? Anyway, it's a cool lighthouse.
of restaurants in Tynemouth and that of the metro station, especially at weekends, have been applauded almost by everyone. Beaches in Tynemouth are among the most popular. The same can be said about its top-notch accommodations, which make the town an unpretentious, family-friendly destination. It's such a lovely...
It does look lovely. And again, it looks like the buildings are a little older. Like in America, I want to say, when the buildings look older, it's not in a good way. They just look bad. But in the UK, they're made of brick. They have towers. I don't know, all these windows, they just look cool. It doesn't have to be this super modernized, like, buildings. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's nice to see some of this older stuff.
Place to visit if you want to have a home in one of the best seaside towns in the UK.
Yeah.
1. Dartmouth, England.
Dartmouth. Number 1 on the list. Best seaside town in the whole UK. Dartmouth. Okay. What is that?
According to our current yardstick, the best seaside town in the UK is Dartmouth in England.
All right.
Considered a seaside resort, it was once the second best. This town...
Oh, wow. Look at all this. This is a cool little city center here. All the buildings right by the water. It's got the boats. In the way background, you can almost see houses, like extending upwards onto a hill or something.
This town is unique as a tourist destination. Yachtsmen and tourists in general enjoy moving around the narrow streets of Dartmouth to see their medieval houses and old quays.
Medieval houses? I almost want to say, is Dartmouth like a university? I feel like I've heard of it as a university before.
This seaside town has a lot of fine seafood restaurants and bars with a unique menu in addition to antique shops.
Okay.
The former home of Dame Agatha Christie.
Wow. Look at this. I think this image right here, this is why Dartmouth is number 1 on the list. Look at this. This looks like Venice, Italy or something. Like the houses up on a hill, colorful, looking over the water, the boats. There's a forest in the background. What the heck? This is in England? I had no idea.
The creator of the fictional Miss Marple is forced to share this first position with Tynemouth because they both deserve it.
Wow.
If only for those boat trips along the River Dart with friends and relatives, or those pleasurable rides on the steam train from Paignton, your picnicking moments, just sitting and admiring the nature, you'll agree with Dartmouth's high ratings and scores that...
Of course, the random castles sprinkled everywhere. That's cool.
Always keep it on top in rankings like this.
Okay.
Now, as you go through these 10 best seaside...
Okay, I think that's it, actually. All right. And with that, that's the 10 best seaside towns in the UK. This did not disappoint. Again, I'm not really familiar with seaside places in the UK. Now I sort of am. This is actually super fun. There's a lot of great places in the UK built by the water. Sounds like in the UK, people are a lot more aware of that and even like traveling to some of these places for vacation. It's kind of sad for us Americans. I think we just think of like London. Gotta visit London if you're in the UK. But it's like, well, there's a lot of other really amazing places, truly. So I quite enjoyed this for that reason. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these seaside towns in the UK, what you thought of these towns, if you've ever been to one of these places, or if there's another seaside town in the UK that deserved to be on this list. That'd all be fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to the UK and learning about UK culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.